Ladies and gentlemen, now we will have the first introductory dance of all 11 contestants representing various islands and groups from the Western Province. Yes. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Marobo for the Sarong category. Thank you. Please on to the stage.
Ulusagen, where turquoise waters embrace. A hidden gem adorned with nature's grace. A paradise of serenity. A marvel to embrace. Journey with Jane, as she depicts rich Western culture and heritage through her sarong. The first sarong tie exemplifies the elegant and balanced lifestyle of the Western Islanders. The way they seamlessly wrap and wear the sarong reflects their ability to maintain gracefulness and harmony in their everyday lives. The vibrant nguzu-nguzu patterns represents our cultural values, the traditional beliefs, creating a visual story passed down through generations. The mesmerizing corals are a representation of our commitment to preserving and conserving our precious environment and marine life in the Western Province. Flying high in our skies, the birds symbolize our unity as a community, working together to build a stronger future and sustainable way of life. The second sarong tie represents the strength and power of Ulusagen people, as well as the unity within the community. The way it is tied showcases a bold and commanding presence, symbolizing one's ability to assert themselves, while also emphasizing the collective strength and unity of the people. The colors of the ocean captures on the sarong reminds us of our connection to the past, present, and future, portraying the vitality of our history and evolution as Western people, islands by islands connected through the ocean. Finally, the vivid hues of sunrise embrace our identity as Ulusagans, representing the warmth and vibrancy of our community. Yumina Orange. Hence, Miss Ulusage, Jane invites you all to embrace the Sarong.
And now we are ready to welcome Miss Ranonga for the Sarong wear category. Miss Ranonga, Shavina Sasapitu. Please show some love for Miss Ranonga. Right, Shavina Sasapitu is 22 years of age and she represents Ranonga. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Miss Ranonga, proudly representing the picture skill of Wonga and Buri village in Ranonga. Currently in her second year of pursuing a diploma in nursing at the esteemed Solomon Islands National University. She is just a student, but a passionate advocate for community service. Her aspiration in life is to leverage the skills she acquired through her studies to give back to the community and provide assistance to those in need. For her sarong wear, Miss Ranonga presents, she is wearing a vibrant green color sarong depicting the healthy soil of Ranonga, where our people toil the land for agriculture. The note at the back depicts the daily life of women in the island, gracefully carrying baskets of garden foods to their homes. The tie on her right hip stands as a symbol of equality, advocating for women to stand shoulder to shoulder, and it represents the call for equal participation in all aspects of life. You can wear this beautiful, culturally appropriate sarong in any of our island beaches in Ranonga. Thank you.
Now we welcome Miss Simbo. Green color on sarong represents the famous Green Lake. Blue represents the clear sky and sea. Birds chirping on the dancing coconut trees as the sun rays are reflected on the calm sea. What a lovely day to hit the beach. But remember to wear your hat as the sun is really hot at the volcanic island. Looking for a place of adventure? Why not visit Simbo Island, the land of megapod eggs? And now, as the day ends and the sun is set, it's time to paddle back home and get ready for the evening meal. Please give an applause to Miss Simbo. Welcome Miss Rendova. Miss Rendova Island is gracing our stage with a pink and yellow sarong. The bright yellow to soothing orange and soft pink colors in her sarong represents the colors of the sun as it sets in the western horizon. The sarong is adorned with vibrant prints of coral reefs, fish, and the majestic turtle, symbolizing the endangered species of the leatherback turtle that usually come to rest at the shores of Banyata black sandy shores. The beautiful coral reef represents the rich and diverse marine life at the largest uninhabited island of Tetepari. Our seas are home to to diverse marine life, and we depend on it for our source of food. Their survival is essential for maintaining the balance of our planet. Miss Rendover Island Sarong is a reminder for us of the intrinsic value of our oceans and to let us ensure a healthy and thriving ocean for our future generations. It is a beautiful hot day here. The weather is perfect, and she finds herself walking along the beautiful black sandy beach of Lokuru with the coconut trees dancing along the coastline. Reminds her that it's a perfect time to take a dip in the river. With her favorite sunglasses on, Miss Rendover is ready for a swim. The ties in her sarong reflects unity, the important role that a woman is our island play, uniting us in every way. They are not only mothers, they are strong, they are peacemakers, leaders, chiefs, but more so, they are our prayer warriors. Miss Rendover Island Sarong is designed in a simple yet cultural, acceptable way that is appropriate and respectable. It is versatile that any woman of any size can wear when going for a swim. After her swim, she is now ready to head home. Miss Rendover Islands transformed her sarong into a halter neck dress, ready to attend her next meeting, a floating candlelit dinner at Titiru Eco Lodge Resort. This sarong is designed and dyed by Diane Enoch and printed by Fred. Miss Rendover. We will now have Miss Shortland Islands.
The sarong worn by Miss Shortland Islands is hand-painted with colors of the beautiful sunset and the calm and peaceful seas that spreads from Marovo to Shortland Islands. The Western Seas holds the vast, undiscovered marine life. Traveling through the islands, you can be greeted by the excited dolphins as they race with you and suddenly disappear underwaters. The turtles occasionally pop up to greet you as you travel on your journey. Underwater, you can find magnificent and boundless beauty of the fascinating marine life that extends far below the surface of the sea. The sarong can be worn in many different styles, which makes it a ready-to-wear piece of fabric. It is mostly worn as an everyday wear for women during household chores and going to the beach. It can be worn to community programs. It can also be turned into a beautiful evening wear when you are in a hurry and need something beautiful to wear. Miss Shortland's beautiful sarong is hand-printed by Proton Creations.
We will now welcome Miss Noro. Noro is an island known as the Island of Fish or Tuna Island. As you can see in the sarong, the fish and corals represents the ocean. The sarong can be used by both men and women. When it comes to dancing, men usually tie the sarong like this. And for the women, they normally tie the sarong for dancing like this. I can also tie it like a mini dress. So that is the mini dress tie when walking on the sandy beaches. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Noro.
And now we are ready to have Miss Vela Vela on stage. Yes. Please welcome Miss Vela Vela on stage. For Miss Vela Vela, she chose this sarong. It represents the natural beauty and biodiversity of Vela Vela and Western Province as a whole. The aquamarine sarong wear represents living species habitat for both land and sea resources. We use sarong for bedsheet spreads, evening wear, to carry a baby, and it's also given as a gift to our friends and anyone else. It is really helpful for us in everyday living. As for mothers, they used to wear sarong in all aspects of life, and heading to prevent heat from the sun as well. It's really convenient wear in the tropical climate in the Solomon Islands. And so that is Vela Vela for the sarong category, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Now we will welcome Miss Roviana. Velveluleana Kwagamundondoro. Good evening to you all. This is my sarong that represents the yellow color of my group, Roviana. The theme for my sarong is plastic ban. If you can clearly see the front picture of my sarong, it is a poor turtle trapped in ropes that's been disposed into the ocean. And beside the turtle are beautiful corals, also referred to as the beautiful flowers of the ocean. The tip of my sarong can be also used as a bag to put my valuable items and my sunglasses for when the sun is too hot. I will need to put on my glasses to protect my eyes. And the part of my sarong that I use to tie up my bag has a design of another sad turtle carrying a bag full of trash and plastics that's been disposed into the ocean. Please, no toro rabbits and plastic lo see. My fish, my turtles, and my beautiful corals in Roviana Lagoon has been heavily polluted. Their habitats have been destroyed by the plastics that we disposed into the ocean. This part of my sarong can also be used to cover myself from the heat of the sun. And when the sun sets, it's time to go for a swim in the ocean. Oh, what a cool and refreshing way to end my day. Now, it's time to use my sarong as my towel and to get myself ready for a night out with my sisters in this Miss Western Province pageant. Thank you very much. Leana Hola Kwagamundondoro.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take you to the capital of the Western Province, Miss Gizo. When you're ready, Miss Gizo. So, Miss Gizo has chosen ocean blue for her sarong color. The sarong is specially dyed in layers of blended blue so as to depict the ocean and sky, heaven and earth. Her sarong is a reminder of the importance of the ocean and how our ancestors before us depended on the sea for livelihood, how we today depend on it, and how our future generations to come will still depend on this vast aquatic resource, the ocean. For his sarong ties, the elegant Miss Gizo has chosen a series of simple sarong ties that are stylish yet practical in everyday life of a typical island girl, or as we say in the West, Binekinusa. Her first tie is relevant to strolling around the Gizo township, the market, or even in traveling via outboard motor for a day trip picnic. This Holtonek Raga sarong style is very chic, comfortable, and practical anywhere in the Gizo. While at the beach, she may change up her sarong tied to something more relaxing, yet steady for deep in the ocean. Play fun games like coconut seller, or even a quick TikTok with her peers. In the event that grandma would like to see her practice dance, her sarong may also be tied one-sided on the hip and our girl is ready to sway to the island rhythm. That's it. It has been an eventful day going around Gizo, and the lovely queen is getting ready for her final event of the day, dinner time with the family. Letting out at the bottom half of bangle and trades her toro pie for an attractive flower to complete her look for any evening gala. Thank you very much for spending the day with Miss Gizo as she ties her sarong in style, comfort, modesty, and elegance in and around the Gizo Island. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause again for Miss Gizo.
We will now welcome Miss Kolabangara. Miss Kolabangara, the title of this sarong is the beautiful Western Province. The Western Province is blessed with unique beauty of stringed islets, of undersea and land volcanoes, of thick forests, of unique languages, and seas boasted of being among the best of the diving spots. It is where the sound of the bamboo hails celebration of life, of achievements, of love and happiness. To us, it is just our humble home. Tonight, I choose to highlight the color yellow, and it represents the beauty of our home's sandy beaches, which is a common sight in many villages. Sand also comes in shiny black, and apart from being beautiful, it is useful in day-to-day living. From cleaning pots, building houses, to honoring grave sites, and used for healing processes, sand beaches provided a playground for both locals and visitors alike. This sarong is also a sarong which you carry your babies in. And when the sun is really hot, you use it to cover yourself. And it depicts a poor turtle too. It speaks of new beginnings where we can rewrite our stories to make Western Province a beautiful place to be. Western Province, the place to be.
And we have the final contestant for the sarong category, Miss North New Georgia. Right. Please welcome Miss North New Georgia to the stage. Right. So this is Miss North New Georgia. She came from the northern part of New Georgia. New Georgia Island is the biggest island in the Western Province, and her home is at the beginning, bordering the beautiful Marova Lagoon, traveling from the west to the east. And the sarong that she wears is in blue color. Also, it contains a star, a war canoe, carrying a conch shell, and a bakiha. Firstly, the blue color represents the blue ocean that connects all the islands in the Western Province. It also connects the different provinces and islands in the Solomon Islands. The ocean gives life to my communities in North New Georgia by providing food and leisure. Secondly, the star, or habia in the mother language, is the morning star that rises and appears at around 4 a.m. in the morning. When it appears, it is time for our warriors to leave our villages for the hunting and raid in the war canoe to other islands, thus giving us the success in our huntings. Thirdly, the war canoe is used by the warriors in North New Georgia to travel on their headhunting raids. The war canoe is being paddled by the warriors to travel to and from island to island. Apart from the war canoe, used in the past, people in the North New Georgia still use wooden canoes made from golity wood to travel from one place to another. Fourthly, the conch shell on my sarong is special. It is blown to call people together for gathering, and when it is blown, people come together. Also, how it is blown tells the people in North New Georgia what kind of occasion will happen. Finally, the bakiha is a ceremony. It has the power to bring peace and agreement among the people in North New Georgia when there is trouble between families, tribes, or communities. It is used to compensate wrongdoings and in making amends. Therefore, the sarong worn tonight is the pride which portrays my culture in the North New Georgia. Also, my sarong is cool, suitable, and comfortable to wear, especially in the climate here in the Western Province and the Solomon Islands. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and enjoy your evening.
And that wraps up the sarong category.
Yes. There was some amazing displays of the sarong wears and the styles. Thank you. Give them a round of applause again. Thank you very much, everyone.
And the next one is question and answers.
Good evening, Miss Marovo.
Good evening.
Okay, so this question about tourism. Question to you say, what are the benefits and disadvantages of tourism? Is the Western Province ready for visitors and why?
Yes, Western Province is more than ready for tourism. We just need to fine-tune ourselves in tourism industry to become better than today. But as the increase of tourism, it leads to environmental damage, loss of cultural identity, and on the other hand, it gives us more job opportunities. It increases our country's revenue, and it also conserves our environment. So just to say, we just all need to practice sustainable tourism. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Marovo.
Thank you, Ms. Marovo.
Please give a round of applause for Miss Marovo, everyone. Yes. And so the next contestant to come on stage, and if you're ready, it's Miss Ranonga.
Good evening, Miss Ranonga.
Good evening.
So our question here is on gender equality. The question reads, what is gender equality? Do you think gender equality is being practiced in Solomon Islands, and what are some of its effects?
Gender equality refers to the equal rights, opportunities, and treatments of individuals, regardless of your gender, whether you're a male or a female. And yes, I believe gender equality is practiced in Solomon Islands, but there are barriers. For example, currently in our parliament, there are only 2 women inside, and all men. Effects of gender equality is that if we, all men and women, have that equal rights, yes, we all will be benefit and it will be equal.
Thank you, Miss Ranonga.
For the next contestant, we are ready to welcome Miss Simbo for the Q&A. Good luck.
Good evening, Miss Simbo.
Good evening.
So your question reads, what are the current challenges faced by the National Referral Hospital? How do you think these should be addressed?
One of the main challenges faced by the National Referral Hospital, there is not enough space, especially in the emergency room due to many patients are being transferred from the rural areas. To address this, in my own opinion, the government should place specialized doctors in each provinces so that they can take care of their own patients. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, round of applause again for Miss Simbo. Thank you very much. I mean, these questions are really broad and big questions, but they have the attempts to answer them, so give a round of applause for them. Thank you. So the next contestant to come on stage for the Q&A is Miss Rendova. Please, a round of applause. Good luck.
Good evening to you, Miss Rendova.
Good evening.
Thank you. Okay, your question is on education. So your question would be twofold, yeah? So by two partner question below you. And Henry Dosem, with the leaked exam papers, what are some solutions to address this and what would you recommend as best way forward?
Thank you for your question. Ladies and gentlemen, the following are some measures we can explore to address this issue. Firstly, there must be strengthened security measures in examination. The Ministry of Education and Human Resources Development or education institution must implement solid security measures to protect examination papers from potential breaches. These include providing secure storage facilities for the papers, limiting access to the authorized personnel only, and closely monitoring the printing, distribution, and collection process. Secondly, there should be strict penal measures. The implementations of strict repercussion of individuals involved in exam paper leaks is at utmost importance. It is imperative that those responsible for the leak as well as those who benefit from it face several penalties, including criminal charges and hefty fines. These measures serve as a strong deterrent and underscore the gravity of such action. The best way forward is let us come together to tackle the critical challenge of exam paper leaks and compromise the fairness and credibility of assessments. We must hold accountable the organized, uphold the value of education, and ensure a truthful and equitable system for all students. Together, let us create an environment that nurtures honesty, integrity, and authentic learning and work towards eradicating examination paper leak. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rendova. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to have Miss Shortlands on the stage.
Good evening, Miss Shortlands.
Very good evening to you.
You look very beautiful tonight.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Your question is on domestic violence. Hamgosem, what is domestic violence and how does it affect our young people? Okay, second part, him say, what would you suggest to improve the impacts or the outcome of domestic violence? I'm clear enough? Or?
Yes.
Okay, welcome.
My question was, what is domestic violence? Generally, I would say that domestic violence is trouble at home. It's when an individual or family members, they experience constant and frequent threat, usually by abuse of any of the forms, either physical, emotional, or sexual, which is very sad to see. Most cases leading to death, and most victims being women and children, which is also very sad to see.
Thank you, Ms. Shortlands.
And to continue, women and children being more victims since men are physically more superior. And in fact, more than 50% of the victims are women between the ages of 15 and 50. Yeah. That's second part. Second part, how do I think we can improve it? So when I first heard domestic violence, I've always known it as, the first thing that comes to my mind is blood, is bruise, is injuries. And that is the case for physical abuse. And I do know that young kids who grow up in unstable homes, they tend to have very traumatic experiences, and it usually affects them in their daily lives. Yeah. And I do know that they find it hard to sort of concentrate in school, and this leads to, for most kids in our countries, this leads to them turning to drinking and drugs and trying to find comfort because of it. Yeah. And yeah, so organizations like Safe Place in Honiara and also the Family Christian Care Center, these are the organizations set up to help people like that. And I think it's good. I do think that we should have more organizations like that. First point, yeah. And second, I think it's up to you and me, yeah? It's up to you and me to raise good gentlemen and good women in our homes.
Thank you so much.
That is a powerful statement indeed from this beautiful black lady here. Give a round of applause for Miss Shortlands. Right? And we're ready to welcome Miss Noro on stage. Please give her a round of applause.
Good evening, Miss Noro.
Good evening.
Yumi Garawaha two-part question lo iya tu ya. It's on the informal sector. For example, of the betel nut vendors, yeah? So how should government address, control, and manage betel nut trading in Honiara? Second part of the question, yeah? What are the adverse effects of betel nut chewing versus economic benefits?
The government should provide a suitable venue in order to manage the betel nut trading in our country so that it helps to keep our town clean. Example, the side effects of it. The betel nut stains in our country, it makes the town look filthy or dirty. And the economic benefits of it, it helps some unemployed people get their needs and wants, or it provides them, gets their needs and wants. Example, an unemployed parent used to sell betel nut in order to get money to help them get their needs and wants. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Noron. Please give a round of applause. Up next, we have Ms. Vela Lavela for the Q&A category.
Good evening, Miss Vela Lavela.
Good evening.
Okay, so question below you on climate change, and it has two parts. So it goes like this. What are the impacts or effects of climate change in Solomon Islands? How would you address this as Miss Western Province?
Climate change increases the facts that put and keep people in extremely poor. Floods may sweep away slum areas and destroy homes and rainforests. Heat can also difficult to make us work in or outdoors. Like for example, climate change is also affecting marine habitats such as coral reefs and riversides. And as I Miss Western Province, I would like to pressure the government to protect our rainforest and renewable our energies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Vela Vela. Now, are you ready for Ms. Roviana for the Q&A? Good luck.
Hello, Ms. Roviana.
Hello.
Thank you. Okay, your question would be on population. Hemgosem. With the population growth, are there enough education infrastructure to cater for the growth? And what would be your solution to assist the government?
Lana Hola. Thank you very much for the question, because this one is the main issue in my villages back in Roviana Lagoon. I think the governor should remodel the current education system from classroom system to base-based program. Design PACE materials and distribute to all the communities in Solomon Islands so that children in villages with no classrooms can still access education. Work with churches involve Sunday school and Sabbath school teachers. Put up the primary PACE program on website so that it can access anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, an army of illiterate children is rising, and it is a ticking bomb to our families, our communities, and our nation as a whole. It's time to act now. Change the system. Lana Hola and Bongiliana.
Lana Hola, Miss Roviana.
Thank you very much, Ms. Roviana. Please, a round of applause for her again. Now we will have contestant number 9, Miss Gizo. When you're ready.
Good evening, Miss Gizo. Now, question for you on labor mobility. Question him say, what are the impact of the labor mobility? And I think the labor mobility is referring to the program that our people go overseas and work, yeah? You mean say seasonal work, yeah? Okay. I'm saying, what are the impact of the labor mobility? Choose an impact above and explain what should be done to address this.
Thank you for the question. One of the impact is lack of job opportunities for our returning seasonal workers who have gained new knowledge and skills. I believe that the government should provide financial training to help them in budgeting, saving, and investments to reintegrate back into our economy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gizo. And we are ready to welcome Ms. Colombangara. Colleen. Round of applause again for her.
Good evening, Ms. Colombangara.
Good evening.
Question beliau garem tu vala parts tu ya. And the question's about the Pacific Games 2023 where I'm just finishing. Do you think we have successfully hosted the Pacific Games 2023 and why? What improvements are in place that would never exist without hosting PG 2023?
Thank you for your question. Judges, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a good evening and a warm welcome to you all. For my question, I would start with why. Why? Number one, for this year's South Pacific Games, we have won 80 medals and has been ranked 7th on the medal tally. Number two, Mr. Lakan's speech at the ceremony, closing ceremony, he has stated that we have hosted the biggest games that ever occurred in the history of games. And lastly, the athletes that have came to our country said that we have great hospitality, we gave good transportation, and the food is very divine. And also, they have stated that the accommodations that we have provided for them have been successfully done. So to answer your question, what improvements have occurred is that many roads have been built for these games. We have been blessed with roads, airports, and many sporting facilities. Facilities that will help us train our athletes for the next games. And the last reminding one is that athletes can now have experience to more feelings of what the games can provide them. So to answer your question, is the game successful? Yes, the game is successful. Thank you and Lana Hola.
Thank you, Ms. Colombangara. And that's the final one for the Q&A category tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss North New Georgia.
Good evening, Miss North New Georgia.
Good evening.
So this is our last question and it's on cyberbullying. It reads, what is cyberbullying? Is it affecting our young people? How would you educate the public to stop cyberbullying?
Thank you. Firstly, cyberbullying is a form of harassment or bullying that occurs online, and it can happen through any social media platforms like Facebook, for instance. An example of cyberbullying is when someone sends
hurtful messages to someone, or someone creating a fake account and intimidating that person by either sharing the private information or spreading rumors about that person. So that is a form of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying affects young people in this generation, and it affects most of our young people in Solomon Islands. The effects of cyberbullying can lead to emotional distress. It can cause anxiety and sometimes depression, and that person can lead to suicidal actions. Cyberbullying should be stopped, and in order to educate people to prevent or to stop cyberbullying is through awareness. And through awareness, we can have strategies like educational programs in schools that educate children, especially, and young people to know about what is cyberbullying and to know the consequences of cyberbullying. Also, we can integrate digital literacy in the educational curricula, for instance, so that children will know how to use properly online platforms so that they can be safe. Lastly, parents can be involved in teaching their children to respect and to teach them to respect others, because respect is very important. When you have respect for others, we can stop cyberbullying. Thank you.
Please a round of applause again for Miss North New Georgia. Yes, thank you. And that wraps up the Q&A category for the Miss Western Province 2023. And we are ready to move on to the next categories, which are the Western dress, the Western wear, the talent category, and the contemporary wear.
We will now look for the dress, the national dress that has been hiding from us. Maybe we will find it from the Western Province contestant tonight. So we will start with Miss Marovo. The Western Province dress is a simple dress that can be quickly sewn within 20 minutes. Miss Ulusage chose this design as it can be worn to the garden, worn every day, and great for pregnant mothers. It is a cool dress that can easily worn to all events and can be worn casually or formally by all ages. The dress is designed in alignment to the Western flag, showing that Miss Ulusage is proudly representing Western Province.
Please give a round of applause again, everyone. Now we are ready to move on to contestant number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Ms. Ranonga for the Western dress category. The national attire for Ms. Ranonga was designed and tailored by Ms. Annette Faith Upa. She has been inspired by how the fashion trend has been rotating from the 60s till today. She designed this national wear to depict how this dress has to be worn in the 60s and 70s. On the shoulder is the bakiha. Black is beautiful. And of course the waves in our oceans. And the green grass forest and grasses. This easy to sew suits a tropical weather and can be worn in any event. Thank you, Ms. Ranonga.
A hand of applause for Miss Ranonga.
And we're ready to welcome Miss Simbo.
Miss Simbo. The color of the dress, yellow, black, white, and green, are the colors of the Western Province flag. The curved neck represents the peaks of some of our mountains flying high in the sky. It is also aligned vertically by two different colors. This signifies diversity. Our province is made up of different islands with different cultures, customs, and ethnic backgrounds. On the knee length are waves going around a circular motion. The wave stands for the blue crystal sea and lagoons, while the circular motion stands for unity. Our islands are joined as one by the sea and lagoons from the far west, Vela to the gateway, Marovo. Who are we? We are the beautiful Isles of Western Province. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Simbo.
Ladies and gentlemen, for this category, please welcome Miss Rendova. Miss Rendova Islands is wearing a national dress designed by her auntie, Bessie Donga. Her dress is a simple knee-length dress sewn as a symbol of simplicity, attractiveness, femininity, and grace. The dress has a long sleeve that is elastic or can be easily adjustable. It can also be sleeveless to suit our preferences and our own style. With a V-neck line that has few buttons running vertically down in the middle, it is designed to suit a breastfeeding mothers. Still breastfeeding? Not a problem. Just loosen few buttons for your baby to have access for nursing purposes. Working mothers that want to look stylish, this dress is suitable for you. You can add a belt around your waist to give that a classy look. It saves you precious time. You don't have to spend a huge amount of time thinking about your image. Just wear it and you're good to go. It's comfortable and suitable for all shapes and sizes. With its length reaching the knees, it airily fits the body, does not pinch at the waist, and a perfect design making it easier to bear the heat. The bottom of the dress finishes with beautiful frills that complement the frills on the top. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rendova Islands national dress is a perfect, simple, elegant, and classy design dress that is designed to be worn at any time or any event, especially if you put on your beautiful dress with a big smile. Thank you, Miss Rendova.
We have Miss Shotlands next.
The evening wear worn by Miss Shotland Islands is designed to be worn.
Please welcome Miss Shotland.
To wear to church, work, or just casual. It is a very simple pattern which can be easily sewn by most rural women. It has a loose bodice which can easily be worn by women of any size and age. The fabric used is also readily available in Chinese shops in Honiara. The dress is printed with Western Province totems, which shows the identity of the Western people. The prints on the dress are to symbolize the originality of the wear. The dominant color is green, and the colored prints represents the colors of Western Province. The choice is up to an individual of what color they want as the dominant color. This similar dress can either be made into other colors. The prints will represent the other Western colors. We believe you would love to wear one of these one day.
big round of applause for Miss Shotlands, please.
Please welcome Miss Noro. At the top of the dress, you can see the colors of the Solomon Islands flag that represents diverse people with diverse cultures from Solomon Islands living in Noro. The body of the dress represents the uniqueness of the Western people, known in their special ways, which can be identified among other Solomon Islanders. The lines represents the ocean and the coast of the beaches around the islands of Western Province. The bottom of the dress represents all the islands which make up Western Province. The yellow and white line at the bottom of the dress represents the most and important traditional item known as the bakiha. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Noro.
And just to quickly move on now, we can welcome Miss Vela La Vela. So Miss Vela La Vela is wearing a bright red evening dress. I'm choosing this color because it represents my island color, Vela La Vela, located in the Western Province. This dress I'm wearing is simple but elegant. All sizes can be worn by this pattern and various different sizes and my size. The print on my dress is representing the Western Province flag, which signifies our island home. Our unique style of dressing signifies how well our standard of dressing improves as we have mixed races in the Western Province. Go West, love West, see West. Thank you.
Miss Vela La Vela. Please welcome with me, Miss Roviana. My evening gown is sewed by one of my favorite seamstresses in town, Mrs. Janet Affal. The yellow part of my gown represents the yellow color of our flag, which symbolizes the sun and the color that identifies my island group, Roviana, in this Western Province Day event. The white represents the color of the white stars on our national flag and the white strips on our provincial flag that symbolizes the beautiful white clouds and the 5 districts which we were under British colony. The blue on my gown represents the blue color on our flag that symbolizes the blue sky, rain, and the surrounding ocean.
Thank you very much, Miss Roviana. Please welcome Miss Rizzo. So Miss Rizzo portrays her Western dress in elegance. Styled under the evening gown genre, her dress gives off an appearance of a gliding silhouette. Its sleek mermaid shape rains down onto her ankles, providing a sophisticated pose at every angle. The colors speak boldly onto every onlookers, as it is the colors of a people and her land. The combination of the style and colors boosts the wearer's confidence. The gown expresses empowerment, the drive and motivation to be among the exceptional. The Western Province flag envelopes the wearer as it provides us with a sense of belonging, her everlasting bond with her ancestors. Tonight, she celebrates her roots, her lineage, and reminds us of timeless footsteps that paved our paths. Thank you, Ms. Gizo. And for the next contestant, we're ready to Miss Kolombangara. Are we ready for Miss Kolombangara? All right.
Western province with hundreds of islands surrounded by turquoise seas is our home, our land, our tribes and people. From Ponpono to our dresses, our identity we want to stamp. Today, Miss Tugore chooses blue to depict our seas where we harvest food while we are conscious about climate change. This is a merry dress with frills. It is easy to show and wear. The frills is the difference to the merry dress. To church and to work, a belt can be worn. To be elegant, in addition, it can have a drop shoulder. The dress can be worn to the garden, going fishing, and to laze around at home. Today, Miss Tugore is wearing a 3XL size. It can be worn by a size 5XL or a child. It is easy to sew, a 3-piece pattern that and can be sewn in an hour. It is a Miss Tugore's opinion to be encompassing, leaving no one behind in this pattern. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kolobangara.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up this category, please make some noise for Miss North New Georgia. For Miss North New Georgia, she says, my evening gown is cool to wear and very comfortable. It is suitable for the climate in the Western Province and the Solomon Islands as abroad. It has a very simple design, which means that its pattern and design is simple and can be sewn easily by any tailor. The blended colors and design resembles the colors on the Western Province flag, thus reflecting the colors of the Western Province. Therefore, my evening gown is not only suitable to be worn to any formal occasion, but also respectable. Because of its simplicity and elegance, it is easy to fit to become a national wear. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the evening gown for Miss North New Georgia. Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of the evening wear, the Western Province wear. We will now go on to the next category, which is talent. Thank you very much, Miss Marovo. So if I look him na, nguzu-nguzu la there?
You can leave it up there at the back of the stage. Thank you, Miss Marovo, for drawing us a beautiful nguzu-nguzu. Thank you, Miss Renoga. Please a round of applause for her. Up next, we're ready for Miss Simbo.
Thank you for my talent. I'm going to read a poem, My Island Home. While sitting on the concrete sulfuric bridge by the lake, boom, clouds of lava running wildly, swish of steam coming out. As the smoky sight filled the surroundings. Welcome to Simbo Island, where Megapod Hut is a known position for its family, where food is cooked only for 5 minutes without being overcooked or uncooked, where skin diseases automatically healed by the green pool, and where its source of heat is on its roof, just like a highland system. As the famous saying goes, islands are metaphors of the heart. Once you live in an island, Your heart belongs to that island, just as Simbo is melting the hearts of its people like the flow of lava, even from a distance. Jongana.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way for Miss Shotland.
It is the beginning of a new era, and I finally married the man of my dreams. It is with mixed emotions, as I finally let go of my childhood days. Started to build a home filled with love, laughter, and hope. Years went by, and the man that I loved turned into something else. Hello, help, please, quick, Kolale, please, I'm in danger, I need help. Please, come, hurry up before, please. Everyone deserves to live in a safe environment, in a home, free, to live, laugh, and love without being in constant fear and distress. Protect our women, protect our children, and protect our men too. Stop violence at home. Thank you.
That was beautiful from Miss Shotlands. Please a round of applause again for her as we clear up the stage for the next contestant. Thank you very much, Miss Shotlands.
Surrounded by shallow coral reefs, claims a green island garden in the midst of the ocean. Hear the sound of the sea, see neatly different crops. Here fruits gathered, farmers and fishermen. Everyone shared in lives richly harvesting. Like doves, these natives sing songs of love. Then they shift to offer respect to their chiefs. Hear the fear of the waves in the silent night. Smell the scents of milk banana. Watch the meeting of the elders by candlelight. Morning arrives with warm ocean breeze. They float on rafts, canoe on cloudiest day. Wild-eyed, they taste the salty sea fresh air. They laughed and shake the wetness from their hair. Next, prayers are sent for sweet brotherhood and sisterhood. On their flags, natives paint rainbow colors. The stars are their guides and moon. They are heavenly children, naturally to spear fish and capture bait. Their beauty is beyond words. Oh, this place is truly paradise on earth. Matuuri.
Thank you, Miss Vela. A round of applause for Miss Vela.
Yes, and we're ready to welcome the next contestant. Miss Roviana.
Let me tell you all about my beautiful Roviana culture, specifically for girls. As a girl, I need to know how to do all the household chores: gardening, fishing, hospitality, sewing, and weaving of traditional mat, bag, umbrella, fan, and hat, so that one day, when I become a mother, I am 100% capable to look after my children and my family needs. So my talent is weaving. I will show you how I weave my traditional hat. In Roviana, we call it Toropai Valusa. This traditional hat is used to cover my eyes during hot sunny days when I go out fishing. My inspiration in weaving comes from my mother, and she is amongst the crowd tonight. Weaving is her passion. I've seen all her traditional woven arts and crafts. They are so beautiful, and I feel that all these traditional skills and knowledge needs to be passed on. For one day, when I have a daughter, I can fully prepare her for traditional attires whenever she wishes to represent Roviana in any future Miss Western Province pageant.
Learning about the cultural knowledge that is passed down from generations. What do you think, Sarah?
Because if you don't know how to weave, you are not allowed to get married. That's what they told us while growing up.
Yeah.
So this is a must-have skill for women in Western Province. So if you don't have it, please start learning. So ladies and gentlemen, here is my woven traditional hat, Toropai Valusa in Roviana dialect. I want to inspire young girls to learn how to weave. Weaving is one of our identities. Our mother's generation is the last generation of women who are still holding on to these traditional skills and knowledge. When this generation of women is gone, they go with everything. Take some time to sit with them before it's too late. Lana Hola.
Miss Rizzo. Please give her a hand. Thank you, Miss Rizzo. Please, a round of applause again for her as we welcome the next contestant. So Miss Columbanga's talent is on floral.
I will do a simple bouquet gift. I choose this because I think that it's romantic to share love with flowers. To start off, I will use this palm leaf for the base of the bouquet. Afterwards, I place 2 green leaves so that it brings out its color. Next, I choose which flowers to place. For this, I choose from the lightest to the darkest. As you can see, it is placed like a bouquet. Then I use leaves to cover up the stems. As you can see, I use a bow to tie the end of the knot. Now I will show you how to use the wrapper. There is only one way to fold this wrapper.
So she's now wrapping up the bouquet.
This is the final look.
And that is Miss Kolobangara.
You've got the words to change a nation, but you're biting your tongue. You've spent a lifetime stuck in silence, afraid you say something wrong. If no one ever hears it, how we gonna hear your song? So come on, come on, come on, come on. You've got a heart as loud as lion, so I let your voice be tame. Maybe we're a little different, there's no need to be the same. You've got the light to fight your shadow, so stop hiding it away. Come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream to the words right out. So put it in all of the papers. I'm not afraid, they can read all about it, read all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Miss Noro. Thank you very much, Miss Noro. We're moving on to the next contestant, Miss North New Georgia, for this talent category. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Tonight I'll be playing my violin. I've been playing for over 5 years now. The song I will be playing is called Colors of the Wind. It's from the movie of Pocahontas. And it tells us a message to know the value of nature and to save and protect our planet from danger. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss North New Georgia.
On a Sunday evening night, I look back over all these and where I've been, looking at a photograph. I remember it. You were right there, and you have been ever since. Every page I turn, I see your faithfulness. Ooh, the mountains that I climb, the valley where I face, you were there all alone. That's the story I tell, and you broke the pieces together, made me the storyteller. Now I know it is well, that's the story I That's the story I tell. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rendova. Please give her a round of applause. I mean, it's challenging to step on the stage and do that, especially with this limited technical assistance. And that wraps up the talent category. We are just now moving towards our final category. This is the contemporary wear. Give a round of applause for Miss Marovo. Miss Ulusage Jane Tangahuete Pai, 19 years of age. She's a student, Form 6 at Honiara High School. Please welcome her on stage.
Miss Ulusage is wearing a contemporary sleeveless ball dress with its gown attached to the waist. On her head, she is wearing a headpiece suited to wear to a ball, made out of bandana sleeves. The rose on the headpiece represents women and girls as being the roses of our world. Her top is made out of banana stem and being woven into a mat-like top, emphasizing the importance of the mat usage in any culture. The gown is made out of kalala tree, commonly known as the abalolo tree. It can be used as a blanket when cold, and it can also be used as a bed sheet or mat when you need to lie down or sit down. It surely is a very useful accessory to the dress and important to cover the private parts. They call it kuvi kuvi kalala or the kabilato. The skirt is also made out of the kalala tree and is designed into a V shape at the front for more airy and free movements. The nguzu nguzu design on the skirt is to show that Miss Ulusage is from Western Province. The necklace on her neck is to beautify her. When she goes out to the ball or function, it is made of chukos shell, commonly known as the small cowrie shells, and the pendant is made of cowrie shell. These shells are important in the Western culture as well as in Ulusage for decorating the body when special days are celebrated. On her arms, she is wearing 2 armbands made out of clamshells, depicting that she is the wife of a chief. On her shins, she is decorated with 2 leg bands made out of banana stem. Let's thank Miss Marovo and her contemporary ball gown. Miss Marovo.
Thank you, and for our next contestant, we are ready to welcome Miss Ranonga. Miss Ranonga, her name is Shavena Sasapitu, age 22. She's a student at SINU. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Ranonga onto the stage. So for Miss Ranonga, she says, who am I? Who am I? I am a woman from Ranonga Island. Our island was hit by tsunami in 2007 and was lifted till now. The new land gave us new coconut trees that we use every day in our lives. The ball is called kandikita. We use it to beat it and soften nut with it. Nut is our food and our income. I am wearing pono. This bottom skirt represents us women in Ranonga. We are farmers. We wake up at 6 a.m. and the last ones to go to bed. We are our island strength. The belt was made from rungata tree. This belt was made specifically to carry firewood. The tree not only produces ropes, but also its fruits we eat. The basket on the head is called bita. It is also made from rungata tree. It is made specifically for carrying garden foods. On my hand and legs is the bita made as bangles. I am a woman from Ranonga Island.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ranonga. We will now welcome Miss Simbo. Welcome to Simbo's contemporary wear. It is a mixture of traditional materials, but is modern style. The green on my head represents nature is best. Green fruits and green lakes for our livelihood. Earrings represent the creative crafts from our covers. Grasket represents our strong culture. And the woven pandanas on the mat and hands represent women of Simbo. Are skillful in weaving pandanas. As Miss Simbo, I encourage all young people to know your culture and ways of living. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Simbo.
Please welcome Miss Rendova onto the stage for the traditional wear, contemporary wear. Miss Rendova Island's traditional dress is made up of different traditional garments and adornments collected together to form this amazing dress. Her crown is made up of tapa with beautiful cowrie shells collected and attached all around the crown. In the center of the crown, ngali nuts are being added on to symbolize that she is a Rendova queen. Her traditional dress is made from a bark of tree called tuma in Rio dialect, Lokuru. It has been cut down and sun-dried to form this lengthy material easily sewn together into one piece. The beautiful corsage attached on her right is made up of pandanus leaves glued together to form this floral design. Miss Rendova Island is also wearing a belt made from pandanus leaves being woven together to form this belt. A floral pandanus design is glued on to complete the belt. Tile leaves are being dried and polished to form the different layers decorated with cowrie shells. The amazing design in front of her traditional dress comes from ngali nuts. These ngali nuts are being drilled and sewn onto the dress to form this pattern. And on the bottom of the dress, macron design. The ngali nuts are sewn together to form this beautiful macron design. Ngali nut is a significant food in Rendova Island, and that is why it can be seen used multiple times on this dress. It can be eaten as it is, or even baked and stored for longer periods of time. Women in Rendova love to add ngali nuts to prepare different types of dishes for a family dinner or even a village feast. The famous one is cabbage mixed with ngali nut called masi masi. Miss Rendova Island is holding a traditional wooden bowl and stick called ato and isa in the Rendova dialect. Her earrings are also made from nut. Around her armbangol is called gato. Her traditional wear is designed and put together by Auntie Miss Donga. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, that is Miss Rendova.
Thank you, Miss Rendova. Our next contestant is Miss Shortland Islands.
Geographically located on the far end of Solomon Islands, you have to travel through to the beautiful lagoon of Marovo, through to the serene and peaceful seas of the majestic and densely packed forest of Western Province to finally reach the beautiful shores of Shortland Islands. People of Shortland Islands are mostly copper producers, and their main source of income comes from selling coppers. You can see on the upper bodies of the Miss Shortland's contemporary wear is made from jute material, which is the same material used to make copper bags, which is the item found in every household in the village. It is decorated with shells, which represents the rich aquatic marine life present in the islands. The shells are not only source of food, but are also used by the women to create beautiful wall decoration and jewelry. The lower part of the bodice is made from the bark of mulberry tree. Though tapa is not mostly used by the people of Shortlands, but the bark is also used in housemaking, carrying bag and baskets of food from the garden, as well as baskets for dancing. Adorned on the bodies are coconut husks and shells, which are the common used materials for everyday chores. Beneath her left arm, she is carrying a decorated woven pandanus, traditionally known as bari bari, which is only carried by women married to the chiefly family to show their status. Her headpiece is made from the banana leaves, which is the most common plant used in traditional dishes. Her armband is made from giant clam, which is called gorau in Shortland dialect. Her neckpiece is also made of tapa decorated with pandanus and shells. In between is glitter representing the wealth of land and the sea. In the center of the neckpiece, crafted turtle, which is the iconic representation of the Western Province. The bottom piece is plain tapa painted with black ethnic color representing unity and identity of the people of Western Province. To sum up, our beautiful Shortland Island is still in a cocoon, awaiting the moment when it will turn into a butterfly and show its true colors for the world. Come fly with me to the beautiful Shortland Islands and discover the true colors of nature at its best.
Miss Shortland Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Miss Sarong. The dress represents the smallest population within Western Province, known as the Gilbitis people. The stitches on the top front of the dress can normally be seen on their blouses, te siputa. The Gilbitis people usually prefer the head tie on special occasions. The shell money worn represents Malaita people living in the Western Province. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Noro.
Thank you, Sarah, and beautiful for Miss Noro. Now we will move on to Miss Vela La Vela. My traditional contemporary wear is a modern dress style with all sorts of traditional material and pattern that is decorated within it. It consists of a tapa, a bark of a custom tree that is used by our ancestors to wear during head hunting days, and also it is a locally worn costume in our cultural days, in our old days. The traditional attire itself is said to be a locally crafted handmade that has seashells on it. Also, its thin backdrop is made out of a bark of a tree called varu that is used for special events. Finally, Vela La Vela traditional contemporary wear signifies the beauty of our island home. Anime nyo anime, Kondara Sole, Maturi.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please,
Miss
a round of applause.
Bella La Vela.
Yes. Please welcome Miss Roviana. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the warrior welcome for Miss Roviana. Please welcome Miss Roviana. In the words of Miss Roviana, I am truly honored to display one of my mother's products, a woven star. We are in the Advent season, the season where Christians prepare for the birth of Christ. It was the star that led the three wise men from the east to Bethlehem to see baby Jesus. This star was the messenger that tells us that our Messiah was born. The star also represents the star on our national flag. The 9 flowers around the star represents the 9 islands in Western Province and the 9 provinces in Solomon Islands. As a woman, I must always have bags with me everywhere I go. In Roviana, this bag is called Huneke Pinaku. This bag always carries my valuable items, betel nut, leaf, and lime. As a queen or kalaho in Roviana, I will always carry a conch shell with me. It is for communication and security purposes, for when in danger, my warriors will blow the conch shell to call my people. Conch shells are used by our kings of Bangara to call his people. This bakiha is very sacred to me. It symbolizes peace and is also used for bride price and compensation to settle conflicts. This coconut is a tree of life. Where I go, either fishing or gardening, a coconut must always be in my bag. For when I'm hungry, I will just take it out and enjoy my delicious meal. Even when I'm lost at sea, I can survive with my coconut. So just like this coconut, it drifts out into the ocean and finds itself onto another island and grow and bear fruits. One day I will drift out from a family to another family and bear fruits. In Roviana, araw sigua ng ngohara sa puhoke vua, kote tapala, mike vasinala pararavai hoke tongolo mike vua. Kaingarani kote vua sirau. Here are my slippers, proudly woven by my mom to protect my legs. As a queen, I must wear all necessary protections to protect me when I walk around the village. It can also be worn when working around the reefs during low tide seasons to look for shells. My traditional jewelries around my arms symbolize that I am a queen or kalaho. These jewelries are only worn by queens. Leana hola, meva atuarau, gua pina mga nomana hola kwa mudondoro. Miss Roviana.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Roviana. have the next contestant, Miss Gizo.
Please welcome Miss Gizo. The contemporary wear for Miss Gizo. The top is created in 2 layers. The first layer of tapa cloth makes it suitable for the wearer's movement and flexibilities. Pandana sleeve is then attached on to create the illusion of the body sculptural design. The shells are the symbols of feminine beauty, depicting simplicity in greatness. The Malaita shell money represents the diverse community that Gizo is ever proud of. As the prospering capital of the Western Province, Gizo is well known for its multicultural embrace and integrations. The tapa skirt is designed with woven flowers, illustrating the numerous commodities that exist in the Western Province. Flowers are also a token of love and friendship. It symbolizes the mutual respect that holds the community together. The crown holds the feathers of a timeless bird that is the spiritual symbol owned by the majority of cultures in the Solomon Islands, the frigate bird. The features in this attire are tales of lives in the past. Each piece are the inheritance of values, stories, and legacies that will never be forgotten. Thank you one and all for providing the avenue for one more story for the history of my people. Miss Gizo.
Our next contestant is Miss Kolobangara. In the heart of the Western Province lies an island, almost shaped as a complete circle, called Kolobangara, which means Wataking, my home. My name is Damaramagu, and I am Miss Kolobangara. As the clouds sweep past Kongurano, my ancestors dwelling in the mountain range, where you will see a lady, Ninangoele, lying in complete serenity. My waistband, Kolobangara, holds my tribes together. My tribes now live in the shorelines according to landmarks around the island. Kolobangara, Leanabako, Viuru, Ngendoana, and Galavasa. My headdress depicts the pearl we call kile. It is used as a knife, a grate, a spoon. The reeds depicts the 400-meter of virgin forest at the peak of the mountains to mountain and sustain life. My skirt is round like the shape of my island. The designs are found in the Tomoko. It also has pandanas, designs depicting the importance it has in my island's culture. The varu hangs at the bottom of the skirt, depicting the people of Kolobangara, as the varu is used to tie things together. The varu holds my people together. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kolobangara.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final contestant for tonight, and we wrap up all categories before we leave it to the judges to decide. is Miss North New Georgia on the contemporary wear. My contemporary wear is made from the bark of the tree called kalala and the bark of leru tree. The top part of my contemporary wear is made from the bark of kalala tree. Its fibers is being extracted from the tree bark and twisted together and dried. The bottom part of my contemporary wear is made from the leru bark. In the past, my people in North New Georgia wore the fibers extracted from the kalala tree and the leru tree as clothes. But today, after being introduced to modern dress or clothing, my people in North New Georgia had done away this kind of dressing. My necklace worn is made from shells. The name of the shells are banga and tabu. The shells have been collected from the reefs near islands in North New Georgia. My crown is made up of shells. In North New Georgia, we call them banga and tabu. They can be found in the reefs near the islands and only at the areas where there are black sandy beaches. The tabu shell is really special because it is valuable and it is a source of income as well. Also, the shells beautify our reefs and sea, which gives us pride of our sea resources. Miss North New Georgia.
And that wraps up all the category tonight.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're just ready to get the results and the final part of the program, which is the crowning. Again, thank you for your time and your commitment and your patience to the judges and our auditor and the scrutineer. Thank you.
All right, we have our results. So may I ask the contestant to
please come up onto the stage. All 11 contestants.
When they are here, then I will ask Miss Solomon Islands to come up.
So in the order, please just come up.
So we will start.
Or we'll go category by category each first?
Yes.
Shall we?
So
Okay.
time you may announce him huna come first la that category. May I ask the after you wear your shirts, then you walk up the stage, yeah? So we will start. Category 1, I will only read out the one who
Won that category.
won that category. Yeah?
So is this the Sarong category?
Yeah. The girls have done well, all very well. But for the category 1 Sarong, the winner is Miss Kolobangara.
Miss Kolobangara for the Sarong category. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the winner for our Sarong category, Miss Kolobangara Damara Magu. She's 18 years of age and a student at King George VI.
And then we have the second category, question and answer.
Right?
The winner is, we have a tie.
Looks like we have a tie here.
So we have Miss North New Georgia.
Right?
And
And
Miss
Miss
Shortland
Shortland.
Islands.
Yay! So we have a tie for the Q&A category. Please walk up to the front of the stage so the crowd sees. Please make your way to the front. Miss North New Georgia and Miss Shortlands. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. These are our future leaders, our female leaders, women leaders in the Western Province. Brilliant, smart, And it's confident.
So, wait. So for category 3,
Right, for the third category.
we have the Western wear.
So this is the Western wear category.
And the winner is Miss North New Georgia.
Right, Miss North New Georgia for this. Right, this is for the third category.
And we have the fourth category, talent. We have another winner, Miss North New Georgia again.
Yes, please give a round of applause for Miss North New Georgia in the talent category.
And our final category, the contemporary wear, we have, the winner is Miss Kolobangara.
Right, Miss Kolobangara for the contemporary category.
So now we will go to our overall winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will start with the
Third runner-up.
third runner-up.
So the third runner-up is contestant number 8, Miss Roviana.
Miss Roviana as the third runner-up. Please, a round of applause for Miss Roviana as the third runner-up in the overall category. Thank you.
And the second runner-up
The second runner-up in the overall category,
is contestant number 5, Miss Shortland
Miss
Islands.
Shortland Islands as the second runner-up. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's amazing. Thank you very much.
And our first runner-up is
Our first runner-up,
contestant number 10, Miss Kolobangara.
Miss Kolobangara. The first runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen,
Our Miss Western Province.
the moment we have been waiting for as our inaugural Miss Western Province for 2023 as we start.
With 930 points. Contestant number 11, Miss
Contestant number 11,
North New Georgia.
Miss North New Georgia. She is our Miss Western Province for 2023. Koleo, koleo, koleo. Please clear from the stage. Please clear from the stage. Koleo, hola pa, North Hilversum. Thank you very much, everyone in the Western
Can we
Province.
ask everyone to go?
Aisa Rekona from Scotland, Lena Via Marodo, Soma Zola Sibo, Lena Hola Roviena. Please make some noise for Miss Western Province. Thank you. If you can clear our stages.
May I ask everyone to go away from the...
Please, we can clear our
please.
stages for the contestants.
Good night, everyone. Ipulena, not New Georgia, family from me. Me, Happy Thomas. But me just talk pidgin. First of all, me no expecting for me take Miss Western Province. Big thanks to our committee members for me or trusting me. It was a last minute, but they believed in me, and I believed in myself too. So like, it is a message to all of us. When someone puts trust in you, you believe in yourself and you take on that responsibility to be better and to become someone greater than this. Thank you once again. And I'm so thankful for everyone who attended. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Miss Western Province.
So I will ask everyone to make a lap of honor. Go up. Led by Miss Western Province. Everyone
Congratulations to all the participants. Congratulations to all the winners. You are all winners tonight, ladies. And you have
ladies,
represented
you
our
can
province
follow the
well.
Miss Western Province up the stage.
Right, just show your last wave to the crowd. And then, ladies and gentlemen, please, a last round of applause for all our contestants as our show of appreciation for them. We have to thank them for their time and commitment and their efforts. They represented really well on this ever first occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
beautiful
much,
leaders.
everyone. And these are your queens. They all won something tonight. Our hearts.
We are all proud of you.
And we
We are
know
so
they
proud
will
of you
be-
all tonight.
And we know
And
they
thank you
will
very
be
much. All.
they will be ambassadors for Western Province. We thank you one and all. We thank all the queens tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you, judges. Thank you, scrutineer. Thank you. You can leave the stage now, ladies.